This man drank water surprisingly. He propped himself up. The mineral water in the car he bottle after bottle. But he still felt not too much. At that moment he found a pool of water. The expression of his eyes and mouth fully reflects his desire for water. He pushed away the woman next to him and ran to the pond. And dove in head first. He drank heavily. After drinking his fill, he stood up, mouth shouting for help. When Jason ran over to him, he was already in the water floating up. Jason face forced. How could it be so fast? He immediately went into the water to check. At this point, the man was already a dry corpse. Soon, wherever there was water in the city, such a dry body was found wherever there was water in the city. The death toll was also rising sharply. All departments held an emergency meeting to investigate the cause of death. But the strange thing is that all the dead had no abnormalities before they died. They could eat and drink. They did a test on the water quality, but the test results show the river water was not polluted, only a few natural eggs. The investigation was at a standstill. That's when a family reported the family's maid had died in the bathtub. The cause of death was also severe dehydration and dryness. The police found some long, thin worms in the bathtub. After expert testing, this is a mutated iron nematode. The nematode itself does not have the ability to reproduce in humans. It only has a parasitic effect on some insects. In the breeding season, it will control the insect brain, looking for water and then break out of their shells. Thus, it reproduces in large numbers. But for some reason it mutates and then becomes parasitic on humans. These people were probably swimming in the water when the eggs enter the body through the mouth and nose. The eggs are then lodged in the human small intestine. The host eats a lot to get the nutrients. When the reproduction period comes, just like controlling insects, to control the host to find water, so that the host jumps into the water and instantly breaks out of the body. The host dies of dehydration and resembles a dry corpse. Experts immediately studied the treatment options. Some suggested physical removal, but the worms are trapped in the small intestine. Forced removal will damage the intestinal wall. The host will lose a lot of blood and die. Others said that since it was a worm, they should take deworming medicine. But the news soon came from the hospital. A little girl took the deworming medicine by herself. As a result, she was foaming at the mouth and died of pain. The government immediately told people not to take the medicine themselves, restrain hunger and thirst to delay life. Unfortunately, the main character Jason's family was also infected. They were so thirsty for water. Like a walking corpse, Jason was able to save his wife and son on his own.